Houston. We're going to move on to Florida State. Going to be taking on a Michigan team. Number 3.5 is what we had there to open this up. We got a total of 146 as it just appears the money is coming in a little bit on Florida State. I'm seeing 2.5s right now. 143.5 as the total comes down. So, Dave, let me send it to you here. Michigan, Florida State. Is this the game where they finally miss Isaiah Livers?
It might very well be. I mean, he's certainly worth at least a point or two when you power rate Michigan. And when you do that, the number comes down a little bit. I mean, I think you can make a case that the number here, the right number for me now is probably 3. So that doesn't leave much room for argument because the line's 2.5. But this was a game where I originally, if you give me a healthy Michigan team, I think I probably am out there looking at them probably being rightfully about a 5-point favorite. And now a couple points less than that. I don't know what to do here because Michigan, I think this is fair to say, tremendous. Obviously, they've had an absolutely great season and at times have looked like as dominant a team as you'll find any place, but a little less even coming down the stretch. They have not played their best basketball at the end of the season. They just got thumped by Illinois, and you can make excuses for these games. Got destroyed by Illinois, lost to Michigan State. It was a lot bigger game for the Spartans in the regular season finale. Okay, lost to Ohio State in the tournament. Quite frankly, that should not have happened. I know it was. I'm not even going to say it was a bigger game for Ohio State because I don't think it was. They've looked good in this tournament, but I just don't see that they're playing at the same level they were earlier in the season. If that returns here, well, then they'll get rid of the Seminoles. I can't guarantee that it will, though. I don't know what to do with this game because I'm still not as sold on Florida State as a lot of other people are. I've never been quite as high on this team as some others, and yet here they are in the Sweet 16, so it shows you what I know.
Yep, and, that whole bracket there, Drew, 1 versus 4 here, the only one that we've got. Talk to me about Florida State, a team that you follow throughout the year there, taking on this Michigan squad. Is it just a matter of they're even, take the points? How are you going to approach it?
Yeah, I mean, Joe, it's the bracket where I guess the chalk prevailed. We actually got one here. Talking about Michigan, the Livers injury, I watch out for that. It's a team that went 2-3 their last 5 games of the regular season, plus the Big Ten tournament, and then they played Texas Southern. I don't put much into that game, Joe, but the LSU game, the game that they did win against a LSU Bayou Bengals team that I thought was pretty good. The only problem when you look under the hood here, Michigan shot 40% from 3. LSU went ice cold. So I think that from 3, just 26%, I believe, in that game. And now they're having to go up against Florida State. And I think Florida State's going to shoot a lot better than LSU. They're long, they're strong, they play good defense. Leonard Hamilton, a good coach there for Florida State. So I like the underdog again here, Joe. I took personally Florida State plus 2.5, and I think they win this game outright.
All right. Well, Tony Mejia, how are you going to approach this game? Side, total, where are you going to go?
Well, it's right on my numbers. So I'm gonna play my gut and pick Michigan because I think Michigan will advance. But I may not touch this game whatsoever in terms of betting it because I think it's right around 3. And you asked if they would miss Isaiah Livers finally, and I think this is the game that they will because Florida State has so much length and versatility. And, to me, Eli Brooks is the heart and soul of the Michigan Wolverines, but Livers is right there as a leader as well. And then Brooks is somewhat neutralized by the fact that Florida State is so long in the backcourt. MJ Walker, the freshman Scotty Barnes is 6'8", running around out there. And Michigan's point guard is 5'11", Mike Smith. So that's one thing where if I'm going to ride with Drew and change my mind and go FSU, that would be one factor is the fact that Michigan typically doesn't have to deal with this variety of length and typically is the longer team on the court because of Wagner and obviously Hunter Dickinson. The Seminoles can throw Koprivica at you. They'll miss Livers against Raquan Gray, who's really stepped up. So this is probably going to be one of the better games of the weekend. So I'd love to have some action in it. Not sure which way I'm going to go. Right now, the lean is Michigan. But again, my mind can be changed on this one.
All right, there you go, guys. That one as well there. Florida State taking on Michigan. 5 p.m. on Sunday for that one is the tip-off.